Chris Marsden.
Okay. I've got two things to do before you go, so please hang on. The first thing is to say we're not got a bucket there to collect your money as you go out. This is not a fundraising. I'm sorry. This is not a fundraising opportunity, but it is nevertheless important for me as Chair of Trustees of the Resource Centre to say that if you want our work to continue, we desperately need continued funding. And because we can't accept money from companies, it has to come from foundations and individuals. And even if you are unable to support yourselves directly, and I'll understand that obviously, you may well know people who could. So could you all please go away with an obligation to think about who in your network actually might be interested in helping us with our work. You've got the address, you know how to contact us. So please, if you could, think about how you can help us, and that will help Chris and his team carry on doing this important work. So that's, first of all, a plea from the Chair of Trustees. The second thing I must do, of course, is a few thank yous. And the most important thank yous, apart from to yourselves, for having come and having been such an attentive audience and having been patient in staying well beyond the appointed hour, for which thank you. But it was such a good session, I know that you've enjoyed it. But of course the most important thank yous that I have to say are first of all to Ray for his efforts and, in being... okay. And he has to catch a plane at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to get back to Washington, and we're really grateful for you having made the effort to come. And the penetrating questions you asked, which Mary handled so well and helped her to bring out some of the important points so much, so thank you for that. But the final thank you, of course, hardly needs to be said because I know you all feel it in your hearts, is to Mary, not just, of course, for your performance here today, which has been exhaustive and exhausting, as well as embarrassing, I know, for some of the plaudits that have come your way. But thank you so much for that. But thank you also so much for all the work that you've done over the years. And I know, in spite of the fact that we wish you well in your trip back to Ireland and seeing more of your grandchildren, which I know is dear to your heart, thank you for, in advance for your continuing efforts in inspiring us to our work in this area. So thank you, Mary, very much.